Welcome back to another Generation Skywalker unboxing, and I've got another one of our precious that we love here at Generation Skywalker. This is the Dark Trooper. It's just arrived yesterday. Looking forward to having a look at this. It was a little bit when it came out. I love the Dark Troopers in season 2 of The Mandalorian, but wasn't quite sure whether this one would be one that I would go for. Haven't seen many reviews of it or many opinions of it, so this really is a blind unboxing for me. So let's get it out of the shipper. And out of this bag. I love the packaging of a hot toy. They nail it and they always look fantastic. None more so than this one by what I'm looking at the moment. So straight away on the box, let's have a look at it. I mean, the black with the red eyes really does stand out on one of these boxes. It's quite basic really. You've got the indentation of that Dark Trooper there, then you've got the wrap, another picture of the Dark Trooper, and a full-on one. I'm pretty excited about this now. Yeah, I can't wait to get in this. Let's see what's in it. Ha! Now the inner picture's always beautiful as well. I love what they've done here. They have used multiple pictures of the Dark Trooper together, just to entice you to want to go and buy more. And they do look amazing together. Yeah, bit of a teasy McFleasy, that one. And here we have the Dark Trooper. Then let's get him out and see what comes in this box. Okay, so we're unpacked. I'll give you some first reactions in a minute. I haven't really properly looked at it yet, but the first thing that struck me was that there is 6 batteries. Normally these things come with 3s. So there must be 2 areas for batteries because they're normally 3 piled up. So that was interesting. But we'll get onto the figure in a minute. But the first thing that struck me was how heavy this was as I took it out of the box. And that is because normally these things are mainly plastic, but this has got some metal. So the knee joints here, the ankle joints, the wrist joints and the elbows are all metal. And that is giving it some weight. And I'll tell you something, what else? It is huge. It is a nice, the presence of it is a dominant figure. I mean, alongside the right other figures, this is going to be quite fantastic. We'll have a proper look at it in a minute. We'll see what he can do, but let's just take you through what else comes in the box. But first impressions on this, it's stunning. So what else we've got? We have got a blaster. It's quite nice. This is a new sculpt for this figure. It's big. It's got a lot of weathering, a lot of silver, so it looks pretty worn. It's got that kind of used, lived-in Star Wars feel. So really impressed with that. Now the base is quite interesting. A lot of these Star Wars bases have been smooth, but this is actually a grate. I mean, I think there was some of the early Hot Toys did have the grate, and I think my Leia Organa's got it, but a lot of the more recent acquisitions I have got haven't had it, so it's fantastic to have the actual feeling of the grate. And of course it's got the crotch grip, whatever you want to call it, that helps the figure stand. Not actually a lot comes in with this. You've got the blaster, you've got the stand, and then you've just got 4 spare hands, so another 2 pairs. They're pretty nice. They're just different kind of scale ones. One with a open hand, one pointing. It's a good one for picking your nose with. We've got a shaped like a fist and another fist one. We'll go with the, I say we're going to go with the hands that are on here. I'm not actually sure, so that one must be the one that's going to hold the weapon. We'll have to have a look in a minute on that. We are going to want the weapon held, so yeah, that's the one that's going to hold the weapon. So I'm going to put the batteries in, and then we'll come back and we'll have a better look at the figure. Okay, I've put the batteries in. Same old with me. They always irritate me, the batteries. They're so fiddly, but easy to put in. And look at it. So we've got two. So we've got one set for the eyes. The top of this head just pops off. There you've got the battery compartment and an on-off switch, so we can turn it off. And same on the back. It's got this back plate that just pops off quite easily. And there's an area there which has got an on-off switch, and that lights up his chest plate. This would look amazing. Can you imagine a few of them all in a line behind a Mandalorian type setup? All lit up, darkened room. Oh, it's amazing. Now the figure to me is amazing. So on the helmet, you've got vents, but it's the little extras. So you've just lift his head up as if he's looking to the ceiling. In here, it's all looks like metal and all sorts of kind of construction. Remember, these are just droids. Like I said to you earlier, you've got these metal patches in the hole. You can see right through that. Look, I can see you. Woo-wee. Just makes you feel that this was a droid. It's got a fantastic utility belt in his legs. If I don't know if you can see in there. You've got pistons and joints, all painted silver to make it look metal. The arms are amazing. The utility belt is amazing. The midriff here, I mean, the sculpting on it and the detailing is amazing. His feet, you've got these move around, so you've got lots of articulation in his toes to get him. I haven't put him into any kind of actually poses yet. And like I said earlier, he does tower. This to me, this to me excites me. This is what is causing me the issue with buying other toy lines at the moment. Hot Toys nail it every single time. I can't begin to tell you just how big he is. He is a beast. He stands amazingly. He looks amazing. And that picture that was in the box of all three of them standing in a line, it's the problem with it is if you want to invest in 3 or 4 of the same figure. But if you could just imagine, I'm just going to go and turn my light off, just so you can see those reds in the dark. Perhaps it is a little bit too dark, but you can see his eyes and his chest plate. And this was a ridiculous idea. I'm going to leave this in though. It was a ridiculous idea. I could have just toned the light down a bit. Would have been a better idea. But let's put it back on for the minute. So while I was over there getting the light, I thought I'd bring Moff Gideon over, just to demonstrate how tall this actually is. Now Moff Gideon is already on his stand. So let's put this fella on his stand. I mean, even the crutch plate is so low down. You normally can get away with them a little bit. But you have to excuse the posing, because I haven't done any posing with it yet. You can tell here now just the size of the figures. How different, how big he is, and how... there you go. That's on a level base. You can now see that. How the height difference is, and how prominent that is going to be in a display of Hot Toys. I can't rate this high enough. I don't think I can mark it down at all. That to me is a faultless display piece for any Star Wars collection. If you love Mandalorian, and I just recommend buying it before they sell out, because that is top notch. Hot Toys, you've knocked it out of the park again. That is money well spent. Go and find where they're available. Get yourself a Dark Trooper, even if you've not got another Hot Toy. This one is is an absolute belter. If you like Generation Skywalker, we do unboxings. Check out the rest of the YouTube channel. There are videos to go with the podcasts we produce. There's Skywalker Blasts, where we discuss a topic and you can see that visualized. There's all sorts of videos on there. And also check out our podcasts, any podcast provider, Spotify, Apple, Alexa. Just go and search for Generation Skywalker and see what else we're doing. If you like videos, we're on TikTok, we're doing short videos, but we're also on Instagram, Twitter, all the usual places. Just go and put a big search in for Generation Skywalker and you will find us in all these places. And like and subscribe to everything we do. We're here for the long haul. We love Star Wars.